For those of you just catching up, we're selling Noeta. But before we sell her, the buyers need to do a sea trial and a survey. It's like a home inspection, but for a boat. We're going to show you what went into Noeta's survey and sea trial. Welcome aboard. We are Alexa, Pat, and Gilligan the Fat Boat Cat. We live aboard our 50-foot Nordhavn Noeta. Follow us as we cruise to unique corners of this planet to learn about other cultures, see the wildlife, meet people from around the world, and explore. A boat survey and sea trial is like a home inspection. The surveyor, broker, and buyer run and test all of the systems on the boat, like the engines, generator, bow thruster, anchor windlass, dinghy hoist, water maker, water pumps, washer and dryers, heating and cooling, water heaters, lights, and even the toilets. Then, we cruise it to be hauled out in the yard and haul out so that everything under the water can be checked and inspected, like the rudder and shaft, the keel coolers, the bottom paint, bow thruster, and zincs. On board for this survey, we had surveyor Elizabeth Shanahan, surveyor in training Greg Capo, our broker James Knight, the buyers Dimitri and Nadia, and Pat and I. It was quite a party. The sea trial is really useful for the buyers, as there is lots of instruction, and it gives the buyer time to see how things work and ask questions. We really connected with Dimitri and Nadia, and since they are new to Nordhavn and Mexico, we started a group chat with help topics and manuals and resources. They know we're coming back, and we will likely be neighbors at some point.
Well,
survey day is over.
actually a day and a half of surveying,
yeah.
2 days.
Lots of surveys.
The surveyor is Elizabeth. She lives here in Banderas Bay area. She spent a full day on the boat previous to the buyers coming in, just going through, looking at stuff, serial numbers, opening hatches, bins, et cetera, and then we did a sea trial yesterday. Took the boat over to La Cruz. We ran everything but the water maker because it's pickled. Went to the yard over there. We hauled out, inspected the bottom, and it looked really good. It's always nerve-wracking, nervous moment whenever your boat comes out.
Yeah, we haven't seen the bottom of the boat in 2 years.
2 years, so you just never know.
It looked good.
It's pretty confident that everything would be good, and so when it came out, it looked great. Splashed back in the water. Ran the wing engine, played with the generator some more, ran more air conditioning units.
We saw dolphins
way
for the sea trial.
Yeah.
It's like we paid extra for that.
Yeah.
But it was great for the buyers, Dimitri and Nadia, who it was a lot of fun for them to see dolphins on the bow on the way over. So, and I think they learned a lot. There's a lot of systems on this boat, and big boats are new to them. So, but fortunately, we had James Knight on board, who
he's the Jedi Knight of Nordhavn's.
we learned a lot on the survey.
Yeah.
And
anytime he's around, he starts looking at stuff. You're gonna learn stuff about our own boat that we've had for the last 5+ years.
Yeah, he came along with a 6 or 8 page double-sided checklist of things he wanted to go through with the buyer, and while he was going through that, we learned things about our current boat and our next boat. So yeah,
he's amazing. Just his knowledge is incredible.
Yeah, so that, I think it was successful. They're off talking at lunch, but if all goes well, which I think it is.
Yeah, we don't anticipate anything going sideways at this point. They're enthusiastic. They already picked out a name, which we'll let them do.
They can share that.
Yeah.
But they'll be moving aboard, spending quite a great deal of time on the boat in Mexico, which is a whole new concept to them. And so it's really brave of them to go, not only are we going to buy a big boat, but we're moving to another country again.
Yeah. Well, they'll live, I think they'll be part-time. They have a place up in Lopez Island.
Yeah.
And then
do some back and forth. Yeah. So mid-July, that's about 4 weeks away, but maybe sooner. We'll transfer ownership, and they will have Nordhavn 50 number 20, and we'll hopefully be moving on to our 57, which you'll hear more about next week, or next filming anyway.
Yeah.
Because we'll go do the sea trial and haul out in Alaska.
Alaska.
It's fun to say.
Yeah.
All right, stay tuned. So, all went well. As with most surveys, there are a list of things for the seller to do before closing. Sometimes there is even a price adjustment if there are major items to be fixed or updated. We don't need to do a price adjustment, but things we need to do before closing include cleaning the bottom of the dinghy and just to continue the bottom cleaning and regular maintenance of the boat. Not too bad. So the sale is official. We'll hand over the keys July 12th.
Everybody, cheers!
To Poseidon.
To Poseidon. We did it. Successful and salud.